Hello guys, my name is Courtney. Today we're going to be doing a speed build of a drive-in movie theater. I have been wanting to do this build on this island for quite some time. I didn't know where to put it at first, but I decided I'm going to put it on the other side of this area right in front of my neighborhood in this big area. So going to be kind of a view of it. I only been to drive-in movie theaters a few times, and I personally enjoy the aesthetic of it, or more like the idea behind it. I do need to get my storage shed and mini workbench out of here and get some stuff out. Then we'll get started. Okay, first things first, I had to get some food out so I could clean up this area, dig up my fossils, hit my rocks, all that fun stuff. Then I got out the 3 screens. That's the main thing for my movie theater. I don't know if I want to do 3 or 1, but I ended up going with 3 because drive-in movie theaters are kind of big and this is need to fill up a lot of space. I was just messing with the cars, not knowing how many of them to put, and I didn't want them to look really well placed. I wanted it to be kind of scattered like movie theater, and I'm making this foresty because that's kind of my thing with this island, and it needs to match the other side, our clustered mess. Okay, and of course I had to go forward a few days to get all my trees grown. And then Vivian decided to interrupt me with a reaction. And then here a mind came to me, something came to mind, that when I do this, finish the build, a lot of my island is complete, and I still have my 2 shops, my museum, and my campsite to place. So I decided to build this cliff to put Nook's Cranny there. I didn't know I want to put a shop on this road, so the road is not completely useless. Then I decided to check my rating, and I have a 5-star island apparently. Don't know how that happened. So I made 4 today to get Nook's Cranny built. I had no idea what I was going to do with Able Sisters at this very moment. So I just keep on with my stunning my trees growth. Then I decided to get Able Sisters so I could mess around with that, figure out what to do with it. I couldn't put it right next to it because there was no room, so I did put it a little bit behind it, and I thought that might look a little cute. And then I decided to order some more wheat fields because there's a lot of wheat fields that going into my island. Wheat fields are my favorite item in the game at the moment. And of course I have Lolly in the way because why wouldn't I? My villagers just love hanging out in the trees, getting in the way. Now I decided to put a pathway from Able Sisters towards the road. It gives me less space to worry about filling, and it'd be kind of weird if it wasn't some kind of path. And here I am placing more trees since I finally figured out where my shops are going to go. Okay, and I got a campsite villager. She was nothing special. She does not fish, so I didn't take her. And I had to go buy more trees because I ran out. I should really come better prepared for my builds, but I don't. It's kind of a problem. I just wing most of my builds. Like, I have a general idea, like the drive-in theater, but other than that, I wing it. So you got my shot speed build and my drive-in movie theater at the same time. Okay. And since I'm time traveling law, I'm taking the time to order more wheat builds. This is the most tedious thing. Stunting trees. Got to keep time traveling to make sure they grow the right size. Okay. And then I keep climbing back up to what the my overpass just to check out how it's looking. And then I decided to add some more movie theater elements like the popcorn machine and all that good stuff. This is the only area I'm using red flowers on my island because I wanted it to be kind of different. Have a little red flower field of cosmos in front of the movie theater. Thought that would look cute since I'm using the red cars anyways, a couple of them. Okay, I had to check my mail to get some more wheat fields. Okay. Eventually I'll have to get some more butterfly models and more shrubs. So there's gonna be a treasure island in the near future. After this build, I kind of ran out of a lot of my stuff. I didn't want to just use red flowers in this area, so because it would be kind of weird if it was just red flowers. So I did use a variety of my whites and yellows to tie it in with the rest of my island. I really struggle with figuring out a good way to go about filling in the rest of the area because I had no idea what I was doing. So it took me a long time to actually finish this build. Because then I got burnt out and Zelda came out. So I was focused on Zelda. And then work was busy. Because I work at an elementary school as a custodian. And it was the last week of school. So I was pretty busy with that. The last day of school was just the other day, so I do only have like a week and a half left, till I have the rest of the summer off. So more videos will be coming out in the near future. Hopefully I'll be able to upload more, in a week instead of being once a week like I have been. In this upcoming week, I am working morning shifts because there's no kids and there won't be any teachers after the first couple of days or so. And there was a time skip because I haven't played in a few weeks. As upsetting as that sounds. So I just didn't know what to do with the area, so I just haven't been playing with it. Anyways, so I'll be working about 6 to 2 every day this week, and a few days the week after. Unfortunately, because I did miss the beginning of the school year for a week, due to a death in the family. I'm having to work like a week extra to make up for that time, since I'm only a 10-month employee. So that's kind of upsetting, but it's not like I have any plans anyways, and it gives me some more money for the summer, I guess. So it's okay, it all worked out in the end. I know that pool is kind of weird at a drive-in movie theater, but I thought it looked cute, so I kept it in. And then I keep forgetting fencing is a thing, so I started adding the hedge fencing. It does not look great now, just because it's kind of brown, but I'll be saving the dream address when it's greener. I don't know exactly if I want the shrubs to be in bloom or not. Kind of leaning to yes, so it adds more color. But I have to see how that looks when I'm done with the island to see if I want them to be in bloom or not. So let me know what you think in the comments. If my shrubs to be in bloom when I save my island, or if you have any particular preference, if my island is set to sunset, sunrise, midday, after nightfall. I ended up adding the bathroom stall because I'm like, what if people have to go to the bathroom in the middle of a movie? They need somewhere to go. So that's the thing. I thought the boots looked cute there, so that's where that went. Most of my builds are just whatever I think look cute goes. Once I have a basic idea, I just go with it. I'm sorry, there's really not much to say on that subject, just because I don't know what I'm doing 99% of the time. More like 100% of the time. Even when I'm not playing this game, I don't know what I'm doing either. I don't know where my life's going. I don't know where I'm going. I start going somewhere and then I forget where I'm going, so I turn back around. With this area, I decided not to dig up my fossils again. I just worked around it. You won't see the holes anyways when you walk through. You won't be able to really walk through this area anyways. It's too cluttered to walk through. The build is finally finished. Right now we are walking through my last speed build, I believe. The view, the forest view. And right here is when I transitioned over to the drive-in. This is what it looks like when you're walking from the road. I think it turned out pretty cute. You can see that there's some hybrids going in there. They accidentally bred and I just kept them in because it makes them look more natural. So I thought it worked out, so I kept it. There's my Able sisters. And of course, the trees will not be looking so dead, they'll be green. So, please ignore that. You could sneak in here if you wanted to get a closer look. You can't really walk that way through it, but if you wanted to really bad, you could force yourself in. It's pretty easy to get stuck trying to go through the forest. I think the doing the red flowers looks okay. I just kind of did them scattered throughout this build and some white throughout the red flowers to kind of make it look more natural, more normal. I got this idea from something I saw in real life actually, the red flowers. right down the road from my house, we have a little red flower field, so thought that would work out. But thank you guys for watching the video. It has been a pleasure. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next time, bye.